How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Shaving with Serge. And I want to thank you guys for joining me for another shave. Let's get right into the products. I'm going to be using PAA Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Cavendish. And this is the CK1 formula. I believe that's what it's called. And it's going to be my first time using this soap base, and for the price, 15 bucks, that is a great price. Let's see how I like it. For the splash, you know how I do, matching splash Cavendish. All right. And Douglas, the man himself, messaged me and showed me how to use their aftershaves correctly. So I will be doing that at the end of this video. Giving it a shot. All right, it's not rocket science, it's not brain surgery, but you know, just kidding. All right, and for the brush, because it's such a classic scent, I decided to go with my most classic brush, my first brush. It is a Parker 26 millimeter. There it is, 26 millimeter. No, I'm sorry, 24 millimeter super high density badger knot. This is my smallest knot and my smallest handle, my first brush as I got into wet shaving. For the razor, this is where I change it up, guys. I'm gonna be using the RazoRock Game Changer 84P with a first time use of Voskhod razor. And that's how I pronounce it. All right. You know, I really wanted to get into DE shaving again. I wanted to get back into rotation. And let me just read a little bit from the site. So this is the razor, okay? It's, why do we call this razor the Game Changer? It's really simple. This razor was produced to a standard that is superior to razors which typically cost 4 to 8 times the price. Yet in usual RazoRock fashion, we are bringing you the highest standards, quality, and price everyone can afford. The RazoRock Game Changer is built to last a lifetime, machined from marine grade billet stainless steel, the same way a Swiss watch case is machined. This is a razor you can depend on forever. Okay, and this razor, okay, I reached out to a lot of shavers, and I told them, you know, what was the best moderately priced DE they would recommend. And the one that got called on the most common one referred was this one, the RazoRock Game Changer 84P. So I went with it. Its price was like 64 bucks, something like that. Got it from the Italian barber, something like that online. I didn't write it down. And so this is it. My first impressions, this is a nice, sturdy razor. It's got some nice weight to it. The grips, it's got nice gripping on it. My other DE before this was a Merkur Future, and the one thing I didn't like about it was the grip on it. It was just too smooth, too slippery when wet. And just the shape of the head as well. I didn't like how it got under my nose for the mustache area. I wanted more of a traditional shaved head razor. So this was the one that everybody recommended, moderately priced, okay? And it's a nice razor weight, and for the price, I can't be upset. You know, now that I'm holding it, now I'm thinking, you know, let's see how DE razors go. Maybe I might want something that's more of a piece of artwork, stainless steel polish finish, you know, but that's me. I like pretty things with my eyes, all right? But excited to try this out and have a decent DE shave that I haven't really done in a long time. So let's see how it goes, all right? I'm gonna go into this soap now, Okay, so this, my friends, is the original pipe tobacco scent shave product. It's true, the second scent I ever made and personal favorite being the Cavendish was always my favorite blend, Puff the Earl Grey of pipe tobacco. So that's a little bit of what's written on the website for it. The scent profile is dark Kentucky burley, tobacco, cherry wood, vanilla bean, cedar, leather, and a kiss of smoke. All right, and scent strength. Scent strength, I give this one a 7. It's a solid 7. This is what it looks like. It slightly differs from the CK6 formula in appearance. What can I say about this scent? This is classic. When I think of classic wet shaving and scents, this is exactly hits the nail on the mark. This is just classic and timeless, and I'm happy I picked it up. I get the tobacco, I get the smoke, I get the vanilla, just all around classic scent. And I feel this is a timeless one. This scent is something that is needed in everyone's collection. So would I buy it again? Yes I would. I would buy it again. Cavendish. All right, let me get into the shave now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be right back, actually. All right, I'm back. Just took off that flannel. I'm gonna wet the face. Ooh, all right. I'm gonna wet the face, let it drip, I don't care. And I'm gonna squeeze out most of my water, leaving most of the water in the tips. I squeeze it out from right here, should have did it on camera. All right, so I'm gonna begin loading up. And let's see how this goes. As of right now, the main difference I do feel a difference right away from the CK6 formula. This soap seems more firmer. It seems harder in texture, consistency, whatever you want to know. This soap just seems harder than the CK6 formula. Just from running my brush around it, that's the first thing I noticed. I'm gonna go a little heavier just because this is a smaller knot. And there's 20, this is my smallest knot, but by no means is this a small knot. Inadequate, cannot do the job. All this right here, I'm gonna take off with my finger, apply to my face. Look at that. All right, and that now, my friends, I'm gonna put upside down on the other sink counter. Got two dual vanity, or his or her vanities type setup here. All right, now I'm gonna rub this all in. That's a nice classic scent. Let's wash this goatee, get it all in there. It tames those nappy hairs. Get them out of the way from my shave. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna rinse my fingers. Rinse it off my fingers. I got a towel off to the side right here. And I am gonna apply just a little bit more water. I could kind of feel I was already a little dry. Come off, there we go. There we go, it was bothering me. Not want to come off. All right, so now I'm working this soap, guys, working the soap. Gonna need more water, I can tell already. And this time what I'm gonna do is I am going to try to get as much of this off, that clumps, there we go. And I'm gonna dip the tips of the brush into my mug right here and let's paint that on and work it in some more. There we go. I'm gonna take my time with this lather, guys. My first time using it. And I do need more water. So I'm gonna return with the brush. Work this side, and I'm gonna dip the tips again, and I'm gonna work the other side. And I'm almost there where I want to be. I'm actually going to squirt the face now. And I'm going to paint that on. All right. And my lather is good to go for me. Small knot, small handle, slippery with soap. One of the cons. But it's all in all, it's a decent knot. It's a decent knot. Probably goes for like 50 bucks, 60 bucks, something like that. All right. Here we go, guys. Cheers. Let me rinse that off. So far, it's been so long since I used a DE. Doesn't feel too aggressive or too much blade fill, whatever terms you guys want to use. And that's one of the things I like about Voskhod. So far, the DE blades I've used and the razors that I've used, Voskhod, Astras, and Feathers after first use have been my favorite to use. Now for the mustache area. And I think I'm good with that. I'm gonna return. Gonna wet my face. And now I am going to reapply lather. All right, traditionally for me, with DE shaves, I've done one pass with the grain, and I normally do 2 passes against the grain. I've never done the side pass across the grain like I do straight razors, but you know what, today I'm gonna give it a shot. So this is the first time I'm attempting this, so it might be awkward, I don't know. I do like these grips. At first when I held it, I thought it was overkill on the texturization of it, but now that my hands are wet and soapy, you know, I still feel my fingers gliding across that. And so that once what I thought was over-exaggerated grip isn't bothering me anymore. All right, and the other side. And because it was my first time doing that, that feels completely alien to me. Holding the razor like that, a DE, and the movement of it. Just being honest, guys. Just being honest with you guys. All right, mustache area. And a little rusty with my DE skills, but it's all right. Let's go. So that was the second pass. Now I'm gonna re-wet my face. And actually not, or just rub this stuff around. All right. I'm gonna wipe off my hands and let's go. It is my smallest knot, but you can tell by splaying it, still takes up a big chunk of my face. All right. Third pass against the grain. My favorite, always. Two sides, two sides. And other side. All right, and now and let me just do a finger touch. Finger fill. And let me check my sideburns. This one right here, just a little bit more. And I think I'm good. So now I'm gonna rinse off and I'll actually be back for that. Just wanted to show the lather as I squeezed it out. And you know what? This CK1 formula is really nice. And the price for it is what I like about it most. So if I could get this PAA soap and CK1 formula, I'll go CK1 every single time now and save that extra 10 bucks, to be honest. You know, they're both really good. Bases, vegan bases, I like them. If I can save 10 bucks and it performs this well, it's this great, it's just, you know, such a good lather, no brainer for me, going with the cheaper one. And I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off. All right, so That's how I feel about the CK1 formula, first time use. As for the razor, it was very comfortable, very easy to use. I love the grip, the maneuver, how I was able to maneuver it. But I do want to try it with a more aggressive blade. Sorry about that, guys. I had to run and preheat the ovens. Dinner is my responsibility tonight, so you know, family food responsibilities always come first. Okay, so the Voss Hot in this is what I like. It's so smooth, so comfortable. You know, I could actually shave every day like that. But I do want to try with a more aggressive blade just to see how it feels. It felt very smooth, a sharper blade. You know, this was very smooth, almost sometimes it didn't feel like it was cutting, but obviously it did, you know? And that's what I loved about Voss Hot. So I just wanted to try this with a sharper blade. Am I happy with this purchase? Yes, I am. I like the head. I'm able to get under my nose great. I'm gonna check over here. And I didn't do my touch-up, forgot. So we can, whatever leather's here, yeah, not a big deal. Squeeze out. Believe it or not, I actually find it harder to use a DE to do these touch-ups than a straight. All right, and all in all, this is a good shave. I'm just chasing EBS like always. It was a nice, comfortable shave. And clean that off. You know, I'm very happy with this purchase. Who knows? You know, it's nice to have another DE to have in the rotation, and we'll see if I fall down the DE hole like the way I fell down the straight razor hole. Let's go into the Splash Cavendish, and let's do as the man himself, Douglas, said to do. Hold it with one finger. Actually, let me do it thumb-wise. Hold it one finger, tilt it up, and there we go. It does create that natural vacuum, and now I can control how much. Oh, don't shake too hard because then a lot comes out. So little shakes, little shakes. So that was a big. At first, it was little. That alcohol inhaled into my mouth. Almost felt like it took a shot of some cheap taco vodka or something. All right, this scent, classic tobacco scent, in my opinion, a staple in anybody's collection. It's timeless. It's a must-have. Could never go wrong with classic scent. And thank you guys for joining me. Now I'm gonna master how to use the after splash. All right, thank you guys for joining me on another shave, and I'll see you guys next shave.